You know the feeling. You run on the treadmill of daily life, putting in the hours, trying to be the perfect parent, employee, or partner, and yet you never quite feel like you are enough. You are putting in maximum effort, but you're constantly fighting an invisible current. We feel drained because we have tied our worth to things we can't influence. When we let a spouse's mood, a boss's feedback, or a stranger's comment dictate our pulse, we hand over the remote control of our happiness to everyone else. Author Hollis cuts through that exhaustion with a harsh, liberating truth. You, and only you, are responsible for your happiness. This flowchart visualizes how we reclaim control. But we blindly accept a series of lies society and our minds feed us daily. To dismantle them, look at the first step. Sever the habit of blaming others. As long as your joy requires someone else's permission or approval, you are merely a passenger in a script written by someone else. We don't just outsource our control to other people, we outsource it to the future. We buy into the lie that some specific milestone will finally make us happy, like a wedding, a major promotion, or a bigger car. Tying your contentment to a future milestone guarantees you will always be chasing it. Happiness is a daily, deliberate choice you make about your current circumstances, not a geographic or financial destination you eventually arrive at. This negative feedback loop illustrates a major lie. I'll start tomorrow. Breaking casual commitments destroys our baseline of self-trust. The fix is simple. Make a microscopic promise, like a 10-minute walk, and execute it flawlessly. You rebuild self-trust by proving your word has value. Outsourcing your discipline and your joy to tomorrow is the surest way to guarantee you never possess them today. Delaying our happiness often stems from a desperate need to please everyone around us, fueled by the quiet, persistent lie that we simply aren't good enough as we are. We fall into a modern cognitive trap. We look at the highly curated, polished highlight reels on social media, and we compare them directly to our own messy, realistic behind-the-scenes footage. Reclaiming your energy from these social demands requires mastering a guilt-free no. If an obligation compromises your mental peace, rejecting it is the only way to protect your resources for the things that truly matter. That same toxic comparison extends to our physical bodies. Fitness is a function of health and a show of gratitude for a body that keeps you alive. It is not a tool to punish yourself into meeting an impossible, artificial standard of beauty. Then there is the final, heaviest domain of outsourced control: the past. We let ourselves believe that historical trauma or previous mistakes dictate the trajectory of our future, but an objective look at failure proves otherwise. Failure is an isolated event that happened to you. It is not a permanent character trait. Your identity and your worth are forged entirely by the boundaries you choose to enforce today, entirely independent of social expectations or historical mistakes. Taking control of your life doesn't mean you suddenly wake up fearless. That's the final illusion. True courage requires the presence of fear. It is the act of stepping forward into the dark with shaking hands. You do it afraid. By rejecting comparison and keeping those tiny, microscopic promises to yourself, you stop waiting for someone else to direct your life. You pick up the pen, and you become the author of your own story. Washing your face serves as a decisive, metaphorical severing from yesterday's illusions. It's an aggressive rejection of the narrative that you are helpless. Whatever lies you believed when you woke up this morning, get up, wipe them away, and step into today as the sole owner of your happiness.